Jost. I'm the CEO of Trust You. So Trust You today is a reputation management company. So purely software as a service, and we have 3 product lines. So it's a product suite of 3 basic topics. The first is we help point of interests like hotels or restaurants or any attraction to capture feedback, to capture review directly from their guests, from their consumers at the point of interest. And then we help them to distribute parts of those reviews in a percentage. They can't say positive or negative, they just say, I want 25% of my reviews to be posted on TripAdvisor, 50% to be posted on Google+, and I want to capture 25% for my own sake with my own questions. And why do they do this? They want to have more visibility on those platforms. They want to have better rankings on those platforms. And the more reviews you have, the higher your score normally goes up and the popularity goes up. So you want to distribute into those sales channels for you, but you want to capture your own reviews as well, because your own website is a sales channel as well. So you want to take those reviews and market your reputation effectively on your own website. And Trust You brings that trust factor into the equation and say, look, here are reviews, but the businesses can't fake that. They can just capture it and we display it. We help them to reply to those reviews, etc. But that's the first thing. So review capture and review distribution. The second part is the monitoring piece. So when you are partly generating that buzz about your brand, about your property, you want to know what the people really say about it. So you don't want to fly blind, right? So you want to know the good stuff and the bad stuff, so you can pick some stuff. And that's the second piece. So big monitoring dashboard, easy to use for the properties or for the global brands. And yeah, the last part is the marketing piece, where we provide the trusted reviews, the trust factor, and the trust score, which represents the overall reputation of a property. So think cloud score, but not for influence, but for reputation. And that's in a nutshell, that's what Trust You does. So basically, we see that there is a huge opportunity for a company that captures feedback at the point of interest. So if you think about, there are all these platforms in the social web. We left it to all these platforms like a Twitter, like a Foursquare, like a Facebook, like a TripAdvisor, like an OTA with Booking.com. And they made a great business model out of it to capture reviews and display those reviews. People love it, and they make a buying and booking decision. So the impact is always based on what the people think on these platforms at the business. So we want to change that a little bit, and we want to give those businesses, those point of interest, control and power back. So we want to empower them to capture their own feedback from their own guests, which is really trustworthy because people are there at the point of interest to give feedback. And we help them to provide them with the infrastructure to do that. And we are there with a trusted brand, so we say that you can't fake anything, etc. So that's a huge opportunity, and there's an untapped market of millions and millions of point of interest which are not rated at all. So how do you find a great restaurant when you go to a destination? It's still hard. How do you find a great attraction? How do you know which walking trail or which ski lift you should take? There's no information there. So we want to build that infrastructure as a B2B brand to capture that reviews and then also distribute those reviews back so people can find it.